Welcome once again back to the lab. It is your old Professor Pilk, and of course today we need to talk about the incoming Incineroar raid. Now, if you guys didn't know, it was announced 2 days ago, in fact, that Incineroar is going to be the next raid on the docket, and I really honestly thought we already had this, but it is what it is, I suppose not. Though, honestly, we are getting really close to, I want to say all, if not all, pretty darn close to all of the starters as raids. So we really need to start talking about what's going to happen after that's said and done. I kind of thought with Dragonite and all that we were moving into the next phase, but I suppose not. I suppose we got a little bit more to go here. So Incineroar will be dropping this week on the 6th of September, and that is 8 p.m. Eastern time, whatever that is your time. I don't know that this guy is going to be too crazy. I mean, here's the deal. This is kind of, I don't want to say a predictable raid, because, you know, I've eaten those words before, but the raid doesn't look all that scary. We always find a way to solo these, and it does feel like some of the easier ones were held to the end. Also, every single time they do one of these that's like looks really easy, they had some weird MacGuffin in here that makes it kind of a pain, but not altogether difficult to overcome. So he's going to have a Dark Terra. So we already know immediately that we are really looking at either Fairy or Bug or Fighting. Now, being that he is predominantly a Fire type, or a Fire Dark type technically, you can pretty much guess that Bug is off the table, right? So that really comes down to Fairy or Fight. Now, whenever I'm trying to determine what are we going to be doing here, I kind of go over here to Bulbapedia. First thing I look at, he is a physical attacker, so you really probably want to focus on special attack. His physical defense is 90, his special defense is also 90, but his special attack is pretty far down. So we need somebody that's a physical defender that is, I guess it doesn't matter if you're a physical attacker or special attacker the more I look at this, because I thought his special defense was a little lower, but apparently not. His speed is really low, though. Outspeeding this guy is not going to be an issue. With a speed of 60, you have a ton of options on the table to stay ahead of the game here. So really, you can ignore this right here. None of that is going to be applicable. So the question becomes, do we need to focus on Fairy or Fighting? And honestly, we've prepared either one of these. I don't think it's going to be a big deal either way. He's definitely going to have access to Throat Chop, so anyone that's like Psychic or Ghost is going to get annihilated. We already know he's going to have a fire move, probably Flare Blitz, which would be a little scary, but, you know, that is what it is. So, like I said, Bugs or anything that's weak to fire is definitely off the table. So what I want to do is I want to figure out Fairy or Fighting. Fairy or Fighting. That's where my brain is at right now, okay? So I start going down through his moves here, and I notice he's got quite a few flying moves, up to and including Aerial Ace, and also Acrobatics. Now, the scary part about Acrobatics, that move hits twice as hard if he's not carrying an item, which rarely do raid bosses carry an item. Acrobatics could be a scary situation. Now, that would honestly take the fighting mon off the table. So, you know, that's a distinct possibility. They haven't done that yet, though. We predicted that several times in the past, and it's never quite come to fruition. So I kind of doubt Acrobatics is going to be a thing. So as I continue a little further on down the list, I happen to notice that he has access to Iron Head. That's a power 80, accuracy 100 move. It is a steel move, which actually Fairy is going to be weak to. So that really kind of tells me that more than likely we're probably looking at building another Fightmon. Plus, Fight really has dominated the last few raids. Fight kind of has been our go-to for like a month and change now for all the raids. So realistically, I kind of feel like you're probably going to be able to recycle the same mon that we've had before. Plus, being that he's all, you know, physical attack, and you got like Iron Hands and all them that are pretty bulky. It really does seem like most likely you're looking at a some kind of a fighting move with Belly Drum, or maybe even a Drain Punch would be a lot of fun. Something in that realm that is going to help you kind of take care of any threats in your way. So right now I'm going to say I've got Fightingmon and Fairymon that I could prepare for this, but I really kind of am favoring Fight for this this particular situation. But we already know without question or doubt he's going to have Darkest Lariat. I think I said Throat Chop before. He's going to 100% have Darkest Lariat. That is his kind of signature move. Sorry if I kind of messed that up before. I was reading Throat Chop, but Darkest Lariat is his signature move. He's going to have Darkest Lariat. Probably going to have Flare Blitz, though there are a number of physical fighting moves that he's going to have at his disposal. I really don't think he's going to have any special attacking moves. I think this is going to be a very, very straightforward situation. But who knows? We will find out here in just a matter of days. So make sure you guys subscribe to stay up to date. Thursday evening, I will be working on that solo run. I will try to stream these guys. I have not had an opportunity to in the past, for the past couple of months, but I think Thursday night we are going to try to stream building that solo event. But we'll have to see what happens here. For now, make sure you guys subscribe if you haven't already. Stay up to date, and I'll be back with more Scarlet and Violet news coming up soon. We need to talk about the codes again. We haven't talked about that in a couple of weeks, so we need an update video on that. That's coming. Catch you guys shortly.